Well, we're halfway through the week here in Austria, Matt. Just give us an example of how things are going.
Things are going really well. So we're a few days in now. All the lads have accustomed to the environment and the training really well. Me and all the other staff are really pleased with the condition they've come in and how they've been working. The facilities here have been great, and it's really helped us hit the ground running.
We've seen the early morning runs and the bike rides and also the football sessions, but what else have they been doing?
Okay, yeah, so the first session of the day is the cardiovascular, the fitness work that you've probably seen lots of footage of. The second session around lunchtime is the strength and conditioning. So what happens there are the boys are split into 4 groups, and we work on some really specific conditioning with each group. So the one group will do lots of strengthening work, lower limb conditioning to make them more stronger, more powerful, and specifically for football. So the movements they do there are lots of patterns which people associate with movements in football, things that are going to directly transfer into jumping ability, into sprinting and things like that. The second group will do lots of core strengthening, trunk strengthening around the main areas, around the mid-body. The third group will do lots of balance work to make sure they're stable, and then the final group will do lots of mobility work, so to make sure they're flexible. So hopefully together all those 4 things can help to improve performance, but also make the players slightly more robust and hopefully give them every chance at reducing the likelihood of injury.
And they've been working extremely hard, haven't they? And you're seeing proof of that in the results that you're collecting through the data.
Yeah, sure. So all the sessions we do, we monitor with heart rate belts and also with a portable unit that the players wear in the back of a vest between the shoulder blades. And what that unit does, it picks up all of their movements, so the distances that they travel, also their high speed work, accelerations, change of directions. So with that we have a real good idea of mapping out exactly how hard each individual's working and make sure that we can manage the workload. So it's certainly sufficient to improve fitness, but that we don't overload them and risk injury.
And of course, Mattie Phillips, he signed last week and he's here in Austria. How's he settled in and how's he doing?
Matt settled in really well. I think everyone's been really impressed with him. He's applied himself great to every piece of work that he's done. He's actually managed to progress through the groups. We put him in a lower sort of running group earlier on in the week, but since we've seen how strong he is and how well he's been doing, he's actually progressed and moved up into a higher group, so he's been doing really well.
And what's in store for the players for the rest of the week, Matt?
Okay, so now the boys have worked really hard the first half of the week, so today is going to be slightly different. They're going to have a team bonding session and a bit of a social afternoon. So the players and the staff are all going to go out together, and we're going to go whitewater rafting as a little bit of a lighter day today to pick them all up, and then we'll be back to work tomorrow, where the emphasis will shift a little bit. Obviously we've got our first friendly in a couple of days' time, so tomorrow there'll be lots and lots of football work, lots of technical work, lots of tactical work, and we'll drop the big fitness elements early on in the morning.
And just finally, how well will this Austrian training camp set us up for the rest of the season?
Yeah, hopefully that it's going to set us up really well. That's the plan. We've been really pleased with everything we've been able to deliver here. So we've certainly managed to get enough of the cardiovascular work in, enough of the strengthening, and plenty of time with the balls and the football. So hopefully now we can progress through pre-season, get a little bit more dynamic, explosive through more specific football work, and play some really good friendlies that we've got coming up, and hopefully we'll have every chance then of hitting the ground running and doing really well. The first game of the season against Crystal Palace all the way through till the last game of the season.